Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Baptized and Clueless. I'm your host, Yusuf, alongside my co host, Wesley. Wesley, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing well, Yusuf.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And my favorite guest is back on the show, my wife. How you
Yeah.
doing, Antoinette? Woo!
Woo, woo.
I'm doing good. Thanks for the warm welcome.
You're welcome. Brownie points, brownie points, brownie points. Um, Today, just like I'm being careful with what I say to introduce my wife properly. uh, in this life the Lord is leading us to, we have to be mindful of the things we watch.
Mhm.
And this is a topic that Michelle, who is not here with us today, unfortunately, because she's really busy.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Lord is leading her, so that's the good part about it. And she came up
Mhm.
with this topic last week, and we like, pin it, let's do it. The things we watch, but most importantly, guarding our intake.
Mhm.
Mm.
And when we speak of guarding our intake, if I may start with you, Antoinette, what does that mean to you when it comes to guarding your intake?
It's like I have to gatekeep myself. So I need to be mindful of what is it that I watch, what is it that I let into my body, my soul.
Mhm.
Um, what is it that's going to try and keep me away from God,
Yes. Yeah.
consciously and subconsciously?
Yeah.
Especially the
Yeah.
subconsciously. That's the work right there.
Mhm.
What about for yourself?
Yeah. The first thing that comes to mind is just, what we allow, it's similar to what Antoinette said, is what we allow in our eye gates and our, ear gates. Whether it's, through social media or TV or um anything else that, is not something that we should be looking at. And so just, when you say guarding our intake, I think it goes to like just the stuff that we know will cause us, like, trigger us in a way, you know. For example, if it's something lustful, that may trigger us,
Right.
and it could be the simplest thing, and that may be the thing that we don't think about, but it could be the thing that triggers us in any way, whether it triggers anger or it triggers lust or it triggers, you know um anything else that's sinful in our lives. And so um yeah, when you say guarding our intake, that's what I think of.
As you were saying that, I was thinking, pretty much, when it comes to triggering, it doesn't have to be right away as well. It could be the trigger that starts your week off
Mhm.
in a domino effect.
Yeah.
And by the time Friday comes, like, oh my gosh, this week is finally over. So many things. And it's like you don't realize it started with what you watched on Sunday night.
Mm.
And you started the week off that way. Now, for those who are out there listening, and we now have a lot of people listening these days, woohoo, thank you, Lord.
Yeah. No marketing.
No marketing. Um, for those who think, come on, what do you mean? It's like, no, no, it's pretty serious. We don't even equate the things that we watch and the nightmares we get sometimes. Like, I haven't had a nightmare in a long time.
Mm.
And even close thing that could be close to consider nightmares, like I was well aware of what it was. I just called out Jesus.
Mm.
And I was done with that. Right? It's like, as you
Yeah.
pointed out, Antoinette, our subconscious, right? The things that we take in that we don't even know, but at the same time of your subconscious, are you constantly thinking of God so that even when these situations take place, you're already on your guard with the Lord? Or sometimes are people so far off that they only think about God on one day of the week, and the rest of the week they're unguarded and taking in everything. So
Mm.
I know initially when I said the question on top of the show, first thing that came to me was just what the problems are, right? Netflix, social media.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
honestly, social media has been like a null and void kind of thing. Like, I don't go on Instagram like I used to.
Yeah.
And it took many fasts to get there, but after a while I realized, I really don't need it. It's such a ease and no more clutter.
Mhm.
And I carefully pick and choose now. Like, if I see a video and it doesn't seem anything promising, it's not one of the Christian feeds, I just don't even bother. And people will listen to this and be like, oh, that's so extreme. And then they want to
Yeah.
know why they end up thinking certain ways and why certain songs are stuck in their head. And you know what I mean? Like, they don't
Mhm.
understand the domino effects of things. So, what are some of the things that either one of you have had to like recognize is something you need to filter out or filter more carefully?
Yeah. You know, you kind of said it right there when you said associating with music. I know for me, that was the thing that I knew I had to kind of
Curb.
yeah,
Mm.
kind of stop, with the secular music, because I before I was into, Christian rap, I would always listen to the secular rap. And one thing I noticed about it was that it was triggering um a lot of sinful things in my life, and causing me to, go to things that I know I shouldn't have gone to. And it's, when I first started listening to it, I didn't really think anything of it, but it wasn't until I started watching sermons and, pastors were um, talking about it, how those things trigger um those desires in your heart, those bad desires. And so yeah, music was one of them. I know, of course, social media is another one of them. And we all know why social media is one of them. But yeah, those were the things definitely that I had to try to filter more out of my life.
I would say the one you brought up is initially, I think, is the biggest. Like social media on paper looks like the biggest issue, of course,
Mhm.
but everyone starts bobbing their head to music. Social media is just catching up now, and you're so right. What we listen to, man, I know songs I don't like
Yeah.
lyrically. So I mean, geez, Antoinette, for you,
Hmm.
what do you think you need to be more mindful of and filter out?
It's it's a work in progress. So it's the more that you spend time in the Bible and praying to God, the more that He takes those things away from you.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
mentioned about, people all week and probably just go to church on Sunday. They're gonna have much of a harder time because they're gonna think that I have to get rid of all my music. I have to, go into my Netflix list and start deleting all these stuff. And maybe that's what they need to do to start. But I know for me, especially the music was a huge one for me because I was in the clubs, in the parties. And
Yeah. Yeah.
What in the club? You?
I'm not laughing. As I was saying, if somebody told me back then, like, this is what you have to do in order to walk with the Lord, then I would be like, okay, well, I'll just pray to God on the side. And, when I'm ready for that,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Sounds familiar.
But to my surprise, the more that I started looking into other worship music and like different genres and seeing like, oh my gosh, like I don't have to listen to secular to enjoy worshiping the Lord. I can listen to Christian soca, Christian rap, Christian reggae, Christian whatever it may be. And I know there's still that line of like, is it really Christian or not? Or if you just mention, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm more in tune because I started reading my Bible, spending more time with him, that it became so obvious in my life that when I'm with the kids, I remember one song popped up in Spotify and my kid said, "Hey, I don't think they're talking about Jesus." So that's to tell you how,
Dang.
you know what I mean? That's to tell you. And it wasn't a fact like, oh man, I miss listening to Beyonce. No, she was never really up on my list, but you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I miss to listen to that, whatever. Oh, I can't do that. No, like the desire is not even there anymore. Even to put on the radio, I was like, no, I'd rather listen to my worship music or
Yeah.
on a Christian radio station, right? And some of the beats are just as fire, but the message is so much more powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the work that he did in me. So I'm grateful for that. And it's everybody's journey is going to be different, but once you start being saying committed, and the more that you ask God to change you, the more that you say, Lord, I'm open for you to work in me, then the more you'll see he'll start changing your appetite for certain things.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there. Appetite being changed is not something you can do.
No.
Mhm.
Some people have the discipline to exercise things out of them. They change their diets. They start, going doing cardio or weights. They hit the books and start gaining more knowledge. They read
Yeah.
frequently on a daily basis, and they can do those things. But when it comes to the real hard work, the
Mm.
one where you don't even know when the reward will come,
Yeah.
you don't know if you'll ever stop that bad habit. But first thing you need to do is submit yourself, and it's as easy as showing for class. But for us, it seems so difficult. Like you're asking me to lift 1,000 pounds. Right?
Yeah.
Submit yourself to God first to start this journey properly. That's the first thing. That is
Mhm.
the first thing. As soon as you submit, you're saying pretty much, yes, I know my place with you, and I'm submitting to your will and to your direction. And I pray that I hear you properly, and you'll direct me out of this kind of thing. But even when we do it just based on action, so for me recently, I've been doing the whole TV after 6 or after 5. If I
Mm-hmm.
do see something in the daytime for TV, it's a podcast or interview with someone that I want to
Mm-hmm.
hear or something like that. But that's not where I'm getting so used to the stillness and quietness and doing whatever work I need to do and not having that extra noise going on.
Yeah.
It's more than just an attention grabber. It's more than just distracted noise in the background.
Mhm.
I feel it's like spiritual distraction and not in a hoodoo voodoo kind of way. I'm just saying, like, in the end of the day, when we're not settled and centered, things don't get done the same way.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
We're talking about music, and music is a big one for me. Where I said before, with or without aging myself, I've gone to the concerts when hip hop was in its early ages, and people were just starting to make money doing this music, and I was going to all their concerts, so it was in me. And I remember one day, I don't even know if I was even saved yet. I just got tired of hearing it. I got tired of hearing how heavy the beats were, the boom, 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 boom. I was not an old man, so that wasn't the thing. It just wasn't settling in my spirit anymore.
Yeah.
And the same thing I ran away from is the same thing I ran to when I was like, oh man, God, you're asking for a lot of stuff. I don't know if I can change. And pshoo, there was a puff of smoke of where I was standing. I was out. When I
Yeah.
was out physically, I wasn't really out spiritually. And I thought, oh, I tried to do the two-step thing, but the music thing is way before social media. We point social media real quick, but you can turn it off. Music is played in the soundtracks of your movie, of your TV shows, of the
Yeah.
commercials. Like you literally have to like turn off everything that's electronic to avoid anything. Like even anything that's streaming, that's just a new version of TV.
Mm-hmm.
All the streaming options you have for Hulu and for oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I think another version is called Hoodoo. Is it Hoodoo? I was just thinking the name of Hulu for the TV thing. Like that's a little too close. Anyway, I digress. Um, but I was looking at all these channels out there streaming, and it's the same thing. So now it's just digitized TV, and people are so
Mm.
used to it. And
Mhm.
now we binge watch. We probably binge watch as much as we used to repeat music. Oh, that's my favorite song. I repeat it 2, 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a confession. I'm horrible with lyrics. You write a song, trust me, when I get it, I'm sending you back something different, and it sounds just as good in my head. So
Yeah.
I'm hearing these lyrics, and they're coming in because I'm repeating the song, repeating the song, repeating the song, repeating the song. Man, try reading Leviticus 3 times in a month.
Yeah.
Worse. Try reading Numbers. Oh my gosh,
Oh man.
right? Going through the numbers of how much people were there and how much things were sacrificed, it just becomes a lot. But we do that with music, and we do that with binge watching television and streaming shows
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
nothing. And we had to be mindful. It's got us mesmerized into these things. But if we could just move from just the idea of just the TV itself, look at the
Mm-hmm.
topics that are on television programming.
Mm-hmm.
Topics go from gossip to adultery to theft to betrayal to insubordination. People are stepping out of their place, and we're watching these things and we're being fed, and we think, oh man, those people are so ratchet on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Housewives, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
But it seeps into your system. And now that it's in your system, what do you think you end up doing with it? You either end up repeating it to people that you know in attitude or repeating it back at, did you see what happened that day or in that episode? And you're living it continuously.
Yeah, and we tend to not think that it can affect us, Um, they do a good job at, you know, disguising it. They do a good job at disguising it and not realizing that you know, it can trigger us
Yeah.
spiritually.
Yeah.
It can affect us spiritually.
Easily.
And we don't think of that side of it, So that's why it's like, the things we watch. And you mentioned yourself about the streaming. That is the new TV because whether you are streaming it from Hulu or Netflix or Peacock or all these other, like they're even right now, I watch sports, right? Even right now, they're streaming sports on these streaming network, and it's like that's how big it has gotten,
Yeah.
you know, because they realize people don't watch regular TV anymore. They go on the streaming apps,
They want specialty TVs that cater to their need at that time.
Yeah,
24/7.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said about the binging, that's exactly what we do. We binge watch, our favorite shows. It's not like before where, you had to wait until next week to watch the new episode.
Right. The car was literally left in the air as a cliffhanger. Come back next week to see what happens to it. Like really?
Yeah.
We waited a
Oh,
whole week
man.
patiently too. We waited
Yeah.
patiently
Yeah, for real.
and ceremonially came back at 8 o'clock on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad. So let me ask you this, Antoinette. When it comes to a show that was a guilty pleasure or a type of show, either you can name the show or the type of show it was, but one that you were able to eventually realize, I don't need it.
Stranger Things.
Oh gosh. Oh god.
I sorry, I laughed hard because like, yeah, that one will tell you all right.
That was my jam.
Yeah, yeah.
Every summer, I looked forward to that coming out because of this nostalgia, right? The 80s, it was good time. And the way it portrayed the show in the beginning, it was more like science fiction,
Yeah.
UFOs. And four.
Oh gosh.
So wait, so let me go back a little bit before Stranger Things. Let's go back to as a child. As,
Okay, okay.
as a child, I love the idea of getting scared. So
Sure.
What kind of kid were you?
I know. So as soon as Friday the 13th hit City TV for those that are in Toronto, as soon as Poltergeist hit City TV,
Yep.
as soon as whatever the horror movie was, right? Because I was too young to go to
Jason.
Jason, yeah, Friday 13th. So
Oh yeah, okay.
Halloween,
Halloween, that's the other one.
right? So
Yeah.
any of those hit on TV because I was not old enough to
Go
go
to
to the
theater.
movie theater.
Yeah.
I was glued to the TV. I watched all the Poltergeist,
And
and I would get nightmares. And now, as a kid, now it's like, okay, Lord, I just want to watch this, but please, please, just no nightmares. And then I wouldn't get any nightmares, so I would continue to watch it because I would say a prayer. I still say a prayer sometimes now, like depending on what comes on my TV. Sleep is important to me, and you could not get me to watch Freddy Krueger.
oh
But
man,
no,
yeah.
I only watched one of them, and I was like, wait, that's messing with my sleep. No way. And I think that's where it stopped. But when you're young and you don't have, and I went to church with my family and whatnot.
Yeah.
If they're not telling you about what you watch, right? You have the whole world is participating in Halloween. So I, created all my brother's Halloween costumes with, you get mom's red lipstick and that's going to be blood. Like, I would tell them squish up their face and put white powder all over it. So when they open up their eyes, you could tell like they had wrinkles, and I was
Oh man.
into it, right?
Went
But
all out.
all that, 'cause I did not have that guidance of be careful what you watch, right? So now that I'm older and I'm speaking to God more and I'm praying more and I'm like, I really want to change and I'm asking God to work with me. When Stranger Things came along, I got excited. I was like, oh, this is great. This is, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
UFOs. Yeah, man. But that season 4, when I started hit, I was like, I literally had to stop it. Because I was like, this is no longer nostalgia.
No.
This is talking about opening portals.
Mm.
This is talking about demonic entity.
Yeah.
UFOs. What happened?
You know what I mean? Like, this is no longer ET. Like, what's going on? I thought we're doing a version of ET. Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, I had to stop it. And I think it still lives in my
Psyche.
list. No, my you know, you have your own list, and
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
every now and then it would pop up. I'm like, oh no, 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 because I don't need that in my psyche. Why am I watching things where I have to pray and ask God for me not to have a
right.
nightmare?
That's like eating
Mhm,
poison on purpose.
Right?
mhm.
Lord, I feel my grace, right? this
Yeah,
snake venom juice won't gonna get me. Like he can't protect you, but
Why? Why?
yeah,
But
yeah,
again, this is because of my relationship that's ongoing with him, because I'm freely telling him, hey, take my heart and do what you want with it,
yeah,
right? Because it says, search your heart, search my heart, right? So it's like, I can't be like, okay, Lord, I'm gonna hold this back from me, my love of watching horror. Like, I'm gonna keep that, but you know, you take care of everything else. But just let me have this enjoyment to watch. No. And he's taking it
yeah,
and it's melting away from me. And it's still a work in progress.
yeah,
we have a tendency to do the a la carte religion.
His
That's
churches have made you feel that you can tote the line.
the thing, right? The truth about it
Mhm.
is,
mhm,
like you can. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but I won't do that. I can stop doing this, but I can't stop doing that. It's like, no, he'll just give it to him. He'll purge out at the time that's right. And if people just
yeah,
do that
yeah,
more and not, because you can break yourself trying to, oh, I gotta stop this, which is what I did. Broke myself and then put me back together slowly and let me know, relax. I didn't ask you all that. It's so true, you didn't. But I thought,
yeah,
and there you go. You thought you needed your own understanding, and you don't understand nothing.
right.
All right, so but
Mhm.
for yourself, thanks for sharing that. By the way, internet, that was revealing. I won't use it in the future, but um,
Yeah.
you say yeah, right? Oh my gosh. Um, um, when it comes to you, is there anything in particular that you recognize that you had to stop watching, like television wise, or well, you said music. Was there any particular music, like any particular group or person?
Um, Not really any particular, because I was various in the type of
Okay.
music I watch. If it sounded good to me, I listened to it. But what I did realize was that a lot of them were like feeding into my lust. It was feeding into my lust, and it was causing me to go to things that I know I was not supposed to. And
Yeah.
it took me a while to realize that, but I started realizing that, yeah, I had to start trying to cut it off.
Yeah.
And till this day, I would say that, every now and then, you know, I end up going back to it and I catch myself now. And, the main thing I listen to now is Christian rap. So, yeah, but going to what I watch, I would say, I do a better job at cutting those things off, but I would say movies is what is my Achilles heel.
Think
It's the
so?
movies.
More than
Yeah.
sports?
Oh, well, sports, I mean.
Like movie, like is it? Are you sure?
I would say the only thing about sports is that I had to, get the emotion out of it,
Yeah,
because
that's huge.
yeah, I had to get the emotion out of the watching the sports, because what I realized was that every time I watch my team, if they lose, I would get upset,
Oh,
and it would ruin my whole day.
yeah.
Like for example, I live in Miami, and so every time I would watch the Dolphins, I could come from a good service, you know, feel like I heard a good word and stuff like that, and I watch the Dolphins, they lose, and it ruins my whole day.
Like you just got unserviced.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
sermon left, the good vibes left, everything left out.
Right, right. And so yeah, and so I would say that about sports. But yeah, movies is also something that I'm learning to filter out, especially the ones that I know that have scenes that are not appropriate, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That stuff gets me now. I used to have the stomach for it easily,
Mhm.
and now I get so uncomfortable. And not just because my wife's sitting beside me. I just get so uncomfortable because I'm just like, it's so unnecessary. I know what happens. Why do you have to go so far? We
Yeah.
watched an African movie, and movie's going great, eh?
Mhm.
and they just decide to go like semi porn out of
Mhm.
nowhere.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
you can easily close the door. We get what's gonna happen. We're like, what is this? With the I don't. It was the next step before you actually saw every actual thing.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
Mm.
it was boring.
why? And I'm
Mm.
like, oh my gosh, I feel uneasy. This feels so weird. It feels so weird. But this is what he does. When he changes you, you don't know when or why or
Yeah.
how. You just know it's him,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that's what counts. For me, and this is gonna sound stupid, but I don't trip. It was all those Love Is Blind shows.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Watching couples go through it. And you know, part of it too is more so in the beginning is like I would have done things differently. I would have said that. And what are you doing, guy? Nah, you're gonna blow it. I was like the unseen wingman for them. But
Oh man.
as you watch the routine, because that's what it is, and you start realizing that the craziest people start coming out of the woodworks. Like, why are you saying that on this is going global? This is no longer just national.
Mm.
Anyone can watch Netflix and see your stupidity about your dating life.
Mhm.
And I'm like, and then you get caught up in these people and their poor decisions.
Yeah.
And this is the thing about watching those any kind of show. You start replicating things that you shouldn't be doing anyway. So you start judging,
Mhm.
you gossip about it, you start agreeing with people's foolishness. Like at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, well, he really liked the other girl, so I get why he got with her. No,
Mhm. Yeah.
and now you're letting in more than just watching this thing that's supposed to be entertaining. You're now
Yeah.
agreeing to people's activities and actions and not
Yeah.
knowing that subconsciously and spiritually, like, yeah, that's okay if the circumstances right.
Mhm.
And now you play it out in your real life and realize, how did I get here? Because you okayed it. You've been okaying for
Yeah.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
Some,
You know,
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, to go back to something Internet said, about subconsciously, the things that we watch, it can stay in our head subconsciously. That's another thing that we don't think about, is
Yeah.
how it could subconsciously be in our heads and we don't even know it. And and then it can go back to what you said about us end up acting it out,
Yeah.
and it's not something that happens right away, but it's a slow process into us end up acting it out and saying, how do we get here, like you mentioned.
Facts. Facts. Just like we don't know when God delivers from something until after we're like, wait, Lord, you answered that. Same way we don't know when something enters into our psyche and we start playing it out in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy started acting like a cheesy Romeo that he saw on TV, doesn't realize that he's acting the same dumb way. It's like the people are reading lines into the script and you're falling for this as though it's
Yeah.
and I think that's one thing people see. When the things that you watch and the things that we take in, it creates blurred lines in our reality check.
Mm-hmm.
And when we agree with people actually not taking any accountability for actions, when we start taking in people who deceive their partner or deceive their family members, and we start agreeing to it, it starts leaking out in our life, and we're not even aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
true, 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 true danger.
Funny that you mentioned about deceiving partners. I remember somebody on Instagram was saying that he will not do business with anyone that cheats on their spouse.
Yeah,
Mm.
Like once if they're able to cheat on their spouse, like where's the integrity that you're gonna trust that person can do business, that you could do business with them?
now, not defending the cheating at all, but I gotta ask as well. So let's say we take this as a Christian stance, and we're like, oh, if they did so and so, we're not gonna do any business with them. So what would be the trip up for? Because he's not gonna be perfect.
No.
Now, is it if it's past tense, like you're saying, like someone who past tense or present tense? I think that makes a difference. So
Mm.
if you have a friend, you know your friend is cheating, and you condone it, then that's a no go, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's someone who cheated in the past and now you're still holding that to them because, well, you did that back then, so if I do business with you, you do the same thing. I'm like,
No, I think they were talking more of the characteristics of that person, right? So when you see all these shows, like Cheater and Housewives, and a lot of it's based on infidelity and
right,
backstabbing and all of that, right? So I think they're looking at it as like currently, like if you're the type of person that's living that kind of lifestyle,
Right. If it's present.
then
Mhm.
if it's present, like that's, some men and women too will glorify their fact that they're cheating or they met this person that last night and,
Yeah.
their wife didn't know or whatever have you, right? Because it's also mimicking what they see on TV that's been accepted.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and then, so that person took a stance when it comes to business, but like we should be taking a stance when it comes to life, period, right?
Yeah.
True. Very
Yeah.
true.
True. Mm-hmm.
I could still love you and not be a part of
Right.
your
Yeah.
circle, not be a part of what condone like
What
what
you're
you're
currently doing.
doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
If
this
you're
is
open
Yeah.
to
the thing
change.
when we're watching, all these things we're watching are conditioning us
Mm-hmm.
to accept
Yeah. Yeah.
certain things, right? Like the amount of times now that you've seen murder play out on social media.
Gosh.
That's for a reason, so that when you actually do see it in real, it's not gonna be so shocking to you.
Well, it isn't anymore.
Mm.
So the same as like first it started with, seeing the like even looking at the movies. So first it started with, the shooting and the killing and the gory stuff that's happening in the movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now at any time of the day, I could put on the TV right now and I swear to you there's gonna be a restricted movie on TV where before you had to wait after
Right.
unless yeah, see it.
That's right. That's
But
right.
now at any time of the day you could see that on your television because it's
Yeah.
playing into your psyche.
Yeah.
And then you subconsciously are living it out.
You know what people I stay away from?
Yeah.
I stay away from people who do the old, oh, come on, it's not really that deep. Stay away from
Yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
I don't have time to try and convince you of something
Yeah.
that's so common sense. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Mhm.
you. This, whatever this relationship is, friendship, family, what, otherwise, I'm fading out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when it comes to that also is that we tend to get ignorant about those things, you know. We don't want to believe it because we want to continue in it. We want to continue doing it, you know, because it adds to our, you could say it adds to our comfort. It gives us entertainment, you know, a way like a way of escape basically,
Or allow
you
us to
know,
be
from
bad.
reality.
Allow us, like you're saying, to still be bad, still do the things that we want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
We
It's
just
it's
had the
saying yes.
discussion there tonight.
Yeah, it's saying yes to the flesh.
Yeah.
But when we
Yeah.
say yes to the flesh, we have to recognize we're also saying no to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. And you know, of course there are still things that um I still say yes to the flesh on, you know, when it comes to the movies that I watch. Like, you know, there could be a movie that comes up on the TV and I'm like, "Ooh, I'm interested in watching that." And you know, I tend to see, you know, how it is.
Right.
But I know at the end of the day it's like, ugh, I know I can't watch this because it's like
Yeah. Yeah. You should.
you know what it's about.
Yeah.
And so it's still something I'm still you know, working on in my life, trying to filter those things out. But I would also go back to what you said, Antoinette, also about, you know, like when you were talking about, you know, Stranger Things, right? And you know how you said that in the beginning it was like, you know, just like something like ET version, uh like a more horrified ET, but it ended up leading into something more dark.
Yeah.
That's what happens with a lot of these, you know, TV shows and movies. It's like it tends to, you know, bring you in, reel you in, basically, you know. And then when they got you in, they end up turning into something else more, you know,
It's like too late.
horrific. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's now.
yeah,
Pretty much. But we
That's
open.
when the Holy Spirit is the one that can save you from that, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
earlier on in my life, I would have been like, I'm watching this till the end, right? So I have to
yeah,
see what's gonna happen. But
yeah,
now it's like my appetite has changed, and I'm like, the Lord's still working on me. So it wasn't even a question. It was like, nah,
Yeah.
no, not me.
yeah.
Fun segue. As far as UFOs, someone broke it down one day. They're like, "Oh, that whole alien stuff, you're just seeing demons." I was like, "Oh, that makes more sense." Because I'm like, I'm like this UFO business. Like, I don't know about that. We have no problems here to worry about people extraterrestrial. But demonically, that's been written from the beginning of time. That's been written from the beginning of time. Like, yeah, you know what? Why wouldn't they? They do everything else. Why
Mhm.
wouldn't they make you believe? Yeah, flying saucers and gilled men and big eyes and that's the least of my concern. Because if there's really aliens, and for all those who believe it, that's up to you. But if there's really aliens, this place is the last place I'm trying to come take over. There's too much, too many people doing dumb things.
Right?
And here's the thing. There's actually a movie that's being previewed on TV right now that's associated with that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
The fascination of it.
that's crazy. No, at the end of the day, though, it's like the thing, and people don't want to believe it, but you just like how you don't know. Okay, this might be a little stretch, but you eat from places that you trust.
Mm,
We need to be the same when it comes to what we watch and what we listen to.
yeah.
And a lot of times we don't know the source, we just accept it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And a lot of these shows, a lot of this music was meant for disruption. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys have caught. I know Angela has, but what's it? You'll see videos online of people talking like they're like, "Did you go to so and so concert? I had to leave because this and that
Mhm.
was taking place. This and that was taking place." People's
Mhm.
testimonies are like freaking you out, man. They'll tell you stuff. Even the way things were being done, it was just people at that
Yeah.
concert, man.
Mhm.
Listen,
Mhm.
I have a hard time now. You know what I have a hard time doing? When people tell you to wave your hands in the air. People say, I want everyone to do this. I want everyone to do that. I'm like, nah, don't tell me what to do. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I even, depending on depending on who's talking, can I get an amen? Let me just check what you said first. Okay.
Mhm.
I can, because you're going into agreement with these things. That's the bottom
Well,
Yeah.
line.
because
So,
a lot of it is actual rituals, and people are like, no, it's not. But the artists themselves are telling you, the engineers are telling you that people are coming in and saying certain prayers
oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
praying
Spell.
over the music and what
Yeah.
have you.
Yeah.
So many, like, how can so many people be lying?
That's
It's
just,
like,
yeah.
it's like if I'm telling you, yes, so when I made your meal, what I did was I chanted over it, I dashed a bit of this, and that's why you're in love with me. You're gonna be like, oh nah, whatever. Oh, okay.
More, please. Say, no, thanks. Good.
You know, it
Tell
goes
you
back.
who they are. Believe them the first time.
Give them. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes back. Yeah, I think it goes back to just our society being ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Because
know.
they want to be ignorant because then they could say yes to their flesh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't understand the consequence is bigger than what they think it is.
Yeah.
It's an eternal consequence. It's what keeps you trapped.
And all
Yeah.
of the stuff that people are saying that are happening when it comes to Epstein files and whatever have you, all of the gory stories and whatnot,
Detail.
they've all it's all in the Old Testament. It's
Yep.
nothing new.
Nothing new.
It's
Yeah.
already being done in the Old Testament, which is why Jesus had to come.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
And he's coming
Mhm.
back again for a final show.
Mm.
That's
And he's not coming back nice either.
no, he's not. And he left gentle.
Mm-hmm.
He left
Yeah.
meek.
Mm-hmm.
Power and
Mhm.
control. Now it's gonna be unleashed. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
A lot of us gonna be saying, "Lord, Lord, did I not testify in your name?"
man. I hope I don't have to say that.
Yeah.
I hope I don't have to say it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be standing behind God's legs, peeping at the side, like,
Yeah.
There. Ooh, it looks hot out there, Lord. Yeah. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Lord, Antoinette, just stay right back behind me, okay?
Oh,
Yep,
Jesus.
no
I'm
problem.
like, is this far enough, Lord?
But yeah, I'm like, can you just tell me when it's over?
Right? Oh my
Oh man, but yeah, yeah, it's that's the reason why Jesus had to come,
it is. It
because
is.
a lot of us, we are ignorant to a lot of Satan's devices, and I can even say for myself, there are things in my life that I know I need to learn to filter out, because yeah, these things don't benefit me, and you know, I can even say the reason why I probably even have a hard time letting it go is because it gives me comfort in a way, and I think that goes for a lot of us. It's like it gives us that comfort and that escape from reality, from our from our real lives. And so that's why it's so important for us to try to, get in God's presence, because it's only God that can fill that void in our hearts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
At the end of the day, we just have to be mindful of not just the thing watch on our devices, but who we taking information from,
Mm-hmm.
who we
mm,
have in our surroundings and our circles, and even if they're family members. The blood of your family member does not matter compared to the blood of Jesus.
Yep.
mm,
So if they are leading you astray with foolishness, telling you about this and that cousin or this and that auntie or this and that, this and that, this and that, just bring them back to Jesus every time in the conversation.
yeah.
Yep.
Just bring them back, because it's so easy to be led astray with these kind of thoughts, because we've had them in us before we knew who Christ was.
Yep.
mm,
And so that's just something you have to remember. But be careful of your intake. As Michelle pointed out, guard your intake. It's very important
Mm-hmm.
what you put in, because it will
yeah.
produce what you put out.
Yes.
Oh, I want to thank both of you for coming on the show. As
Yes.
usual, Wesley had no choice, but my wife, thank you for taking the time.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. And just want a final note for those who are still seeking and looking for that peace and that fill a void in your life. It's not going to be on any device. It won't be on any streaming device. It won't be on any device that you don't return to. It's going to be in Jesus Christ. Take the
mm,
time to get to know Him just by saying, Lord, I don't know you. I want to know you.
yeah.
There. Start right there. He will answer. Because
Yes.
the prayer of a righteous person gets answered. And being righteous doesn't mean that you lived right all your life. Being able to
mm,
come to Him humbly, being able to come to Him in humility and admitting that you know that you need Him, He will answer that door, and
yes.
He will never close it if you continue to stand there with Him.
mm,
So, thank you all again for this episode. And join us back next week when we have another topic of great conversation. We appreciate you guys coming out. Everyone have a great one.
Yes. Take care.